Hi, I'm T-Roll. Welcome to T-Roll Reviews. So one of the things I always ask myself whenever I get my hands on a super spec'd out, high-end, analog, digital, polyphonic, modular architecture synthesizer is I always say, hey, that's nice and everything, but how does the piano sound? And I'm actually pretty disappointed usually. So rather than try to get those other systems to do something that they weren't designed to do, I decided to get my hands on a machine that was the real deal. So today what we're going to be looking at is a Roland SY-99 artificial piano. Okay, this is the real deal. Before I start getting into all the features and the connections and the buttons and the display on this machine, I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it. I'm going to start showing you some of the sounds of this thing. Okay, there we go. There's the artificial piano sound. Let me just go ahead and play out for a second to give you a feel. So, you know, you can see it's obviously a very realistic piano. There's some features here I want to show you about ways to actually shape the piano sound. So the most obvious control here is this piano tuning key right here in front. And so it's really nice because, like, usually with a traditional acoustic piano, you have to get up back inside it, you have to get a bunch of wrenches, you have to tune it, you have to get a professional piano tuner. Here you got the piano tuning key right here on the front. So listen, you play a note, and you can turn this key, and it changes the tuning of the piano. And you can tune it all the way up to super high, almost like a little kid's piano, all the way down to super low, like it's some kind of a giant piano being dropped through maybe a jet engine or something. I don't know, but what I like it. This is right in front. The disadvantage of having the tuning key for the piano right here is it's actually kind of hard to play it and keep it in tune at the same time. So say you find the right tune, and you try to play it, you got to keep your finger right there the whole time. So it's one of those things where you either have the piano in tune or you play it. So it's like a choice you got to make. Brightness of the piano, so from super bright and a buzzy, noisy to like a bright stage piano. Say you're doing Jerry Lee Lewis Balls on Fire kind of thing, and a little darker, maybe like a Bauhaus kind of a gothic kind of a piano sound. It's kind of nice. It's got like an old-time player piano feature where you can actually hold down the note, and it'll actually play like the scrolling pianos would do. It'll actually play that, and you can change the speed of the scrolling. I don't know. You can change the song. You only got a couple songs to choose from here. Let's see. There's that song. There's that song. There's that song. There's a couple songs. But to be honest, they all kind of sound like similar songs. Okay, and the other thing I want to show you here is this thing called FM. So you let me just call that back up and adjust that. And so you adjust the FM up, and you can actually sound like you're playing on like a radio. Say your career really picks up, and you're not just playing at home anymore, but you're actually getting out there. If you're playing on the radio, it's going to sound like this FM sound. So there, you can dial in kind of like you're playing on like an FM and maybe even an AM radio. Maybe driving down the car, maybe getting into a car wreck or something. But that's what your radio would sound like. Around the back, you've got your standard controls and connections. You got a power switch, you got a power cord, there's a slot for a card, you got your analog and digital converters on the back, a headphone jack. One thing is this does come with a rack mount kit. You can slap some rack ears on it, and you can put this in your effects rack just like any of your other processors. Pretty standard stuff really for top of the line artificial piano. So it does tip the scales at around 15 pounds. Not the lightest synthesizer you're going to find, about the weight of a small child. So you got to be careful with your back. You might want to get some help if you are going to take this thing on the road. Okay, well that's all for today. Thanks for watching. This has been a review of the Roland SY-99 artificial piano. I'm T-Roll. This is T-Roll Reviews. Watch for future reviews in coming episodes.